I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, The passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
Trekkie 1982. Hogwarts Welcome. Trekkie 1982. Hogwarts Welcome. Nightbot. Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy, my lovely Potterheads.
You said that
Enjoy
you know
the
that
stream
tower.
and my adventures
What can
at
you tell me about
Hogwarts,
it?
and let's
Not
have
much,
some
I'm
fun.
afraid. I've passed it
Come in the
dozens of
chat to
times.
say hello or
It's
help
north of
me making
Hogsmeade.
this adventure
My
bigger by
recollection is
helping
that
me
it
and
seems
talking about
abandoned.
Hogwarts and Harry Potter.
Clearly, however, the
You can
tower
also
conceals
ask
more
Trekkie
than
for a
meets
Harry
the
Potter
eye.
or Hogwarts Legacy trivia of 5 questions. Each cost you 1000 channel points. Nightbot. Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy, my lovely Potterheads. Enjoy the stream and my adventures at Hogwarts, and let's have some fun. Come in the chat to say hello or help me making this adventure bigger by helping me
I'll
and
find you at the
talking
tower
about
as soon as I can.
Hogwarts and Harry
Until then,
Potter.
Be
You can also
careful,
ask Trekkie
and
for
do
a
not
Harry
tell
Potter or
anyone where you're
Hogwarts
going.
Legacy trivia of 5 questions. Each cost you 1000 channel points.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
There must be something here.
Petrificus Totalis.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Leviosa! Confringo!
There must be something here.
Ram stupid one!
Rather unwise. You're no stupid. Let's get it.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. I'll snap that wand and connect.
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here. can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Welcome to Sanbakar's Tower.
Hello, Hamura.
Hey, Lando. Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, that was the weird thing. When I started with the mods, I was really thinking right away, Slytherin. I'm okay. Not too bad. How was your weekend?
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back.
Have
in the
you
map
tried already one of the mods?
A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
You know, I love the details now. They did a very good job. Even after the... But they say there will be another update soon. I have the field guide. I can already do that. The only thing that is still troubling me is the... You mean Accio? Yeah, Accio is working now, so it's working really perfectly. It's stupid. But okay, it's probably because everyone wants to try the mods out, you know? I think that's just it. I think that's just it. That it's everyone wants to try it out, and that's why there was a bug.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section.
I love the details. They really have a good job with the graphics.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
walking a bit more around because it is beautiful. The details. It's unreal. I never have played a game that is so detailed like this.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Bombard! Flipendo! Descendo! Flipendo! Protego! Levioso!
See? I want to get my stuff here. All the three unforgivable codes. Yeah, you can't see it because the chat box is there.
These look familiar.
Accio! Accio!
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine it from both sides of the archway.
Accio!
More statues.
Confringo!
Not making this easy on me.
Accio! Accio!
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Accio! I'll never get used to these floors. Confringo! Bombarda!
Hey, Flash! How you doing?
Protego!
That was a bit delayed. What a bloody heck are you? There you are. I'm not too bad. How are you? Oh, you fucking... And I miss. Not play. What's happening? Oops, that's not what I wanted.
The look of this.
Bombarda! Flipendo! Descendo! Defendo!
Dude!
Bombarda! Flipendo! Descendo! Defendo! Bombarda! Flipendo!
Lovely. Ugh. Stupid. It is. But I do love the, yeah. It's one way, and that's what I love about the last one with, not with the Bakar, but I mean, like, when you fight, like, Dragon Ragnarok. They were beautiful Pensive Goddess. And I was a bit surprised at the first time that they actually listened to the one that you got second one from. And I was always wondering, why can't you use that one instead of your normal ones? You know, like a I don't want to say upgrade, but more like Alright, first.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
Hey, I can't do that. Okay, good to know.
Every year a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Hogwarts is threatened. Man the boundaries. Protect us. Do your duty to our school.
Another memory.
I've always
Got to find a
wanted
way
to
out
use
of
that
this.
spell.
More crystallized stone. That must.
Alrighty, that was the first trial already.
What have we here?
Oh, I
student at
loved her.
Hogwarts,
I really loved
This is
her.
Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service.
As you know, Professor Weasley in Hogwarts is
Professor.
like her. I think they based her on her We're gonna go.
We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the port key to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblins.
You know, I'm a bit bummed that they
and their
right.
mentor, Professor Fig,
Professor
not only encountered
Fig
goblins
off
lurking
like that.
outside of San Bakar's tower. They also
First time I
encountered a
cried.
powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
It's autumn. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do now. Still haven't done that one. Oh, hold on. I'm too quick again. You see how much talent points I got? That is so cool, you know. This is 15, 16, 17, 17 is the highest one. I don't do glasses, I do want a new hat. It is 16, 28, I do like these. No scarf. This is 16, 16, 35, 16, 41. The best is so that will be this. Okay, Celtic one. That's better. Alrighty. I already did that. I can do that right away. Alright. I still need to have I don't really have to do this because I already got all the Alohomoras. Ugh. I'm glad they changed that, you know, that they put it in that they put 2 times again for the TFOs.
I should ask Sorone.
About a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Yeah, I know that people have complained about that. They're late. Oh, it's so detailed. And the blue, the colors are beautiful. Yeah, we were thinking about that too.
Brilliant.
I think the graphics are more sharper now since that mod, a big update came.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Aloha Mora. Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch Kane. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell before taking it out into the world. Glacius, there you go. Catching them quickly.
Thinks you should be
Oh, that's why it's an hour now. Why it's an hour? Ugh. back to Professor Garlick, and I will be right there, Professor Weasley. I have enough moonstones now. It's more like blue lithium. You know, I would love to have the character have a class with Professor Fig. It's a pity that they didn't put that in.
Perhaps a hybrid.
I finished the activities you assigned me.
Well,
Professor
Professor Fig is your mentor, and he teaches you basic spells, etc., and is a big help. But we never go to a class with him. I think he teaches. Oh, what did he teach? Don't remember what he teaches, but we never ever have a class with him, and I think that's a pity.
Learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few parts. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind... Look at that! You're a natural.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
Forgive me. I was sure you must have been raised in the countryside.
I used to dream of just that. But it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time. And whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing ball. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Alrighty. Going back to the equipment room and finish this off. Two Edelrush potion. Normally it's one. Okay.
I don't have anything for this at the moment. I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor? Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
want that.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Accio.
That's not what I'm saying.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
Hey, I think this is more.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'm a Slytherin, so I'm going to be going for dark.
I'd like the room to feel mysterious, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest.
I never do that. I always go for earthy or warm, like Gryffindor or Hufflepuff. Oh, that is dark.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Uh-oh. Yay! Oh. A bigger room.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
let's do some more missions. Course, I need more moonstone. Moonstones. 45 minutes. Yes. What am I going to do now? The game is running good with mods. I think it's okay now to play with mods. Beast claws. So funny. Oh, Lanta, did you see that you can have a pet with you? Oh, you can't do it here, I think. Is it? No. No. I need to do it when I get out of here. But you can get a pet with you. You can even have Mrs. Norris, etc. And you can put all the beasts that you get in or rescue in the game. So I'm probably ending up with a dragon or a mooncalf or a graphorn. I love the graphorn.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howin. Hello, I'm Poppy.
I didn't even see that message. I was busy on my phone. Thanks, Lanta.
Sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle.
Let me guess, tip viewers.
Thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Oh, he looks big now. Oh, he looks big now. That is so cute.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way.
That Pushkin is a lot bigger than the normal ones without the mods. Jeez.
Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
I like the Kneazles too. Remind me a bit of the cat in Alice in Wonderland.
Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
What is a weird name?
Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Kneazles just as you did with Gerald. The Kneazles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Hold on, Poppy. I do like Poppy and Nettie.
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I...
What?
That's a good thing.
You never said that to me, Poppy.
It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
You know, I wish that they make getting a female hippogriff more easier than what it is now. And you can, there is a mod that you can get 2 phoenixes.
I knew it. I don't think I've
I think
ever
I have
seen
to,
a
I'm gonna
hippogriff
put
take
that
to
on
someone
too.
this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
Honestly,
Maybe if you got that mod, maybe you also can have a lovely Gryffindor. Second Gryffindor of a Gryffindor. I mean,
Flying above the Forbidden Forest.
Grabhorn.
Perhaps.
The female Grabhorn. I only have once a female Grabhorn, and those baby Grabhorns are so
How
cute.
exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And that I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Hi, boy! Are you alright? Do you need to go out? Yes, I think so, don't you? It's time. Alrighty! I'll be right back. Getting the baby boy out for a minute. Oops.
You may be reading into it. Talking to people isn't a crime.
It's hard to explain, but something about it just feels wrong. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think I'm gonna... I bought a new instrument yesterday. And I hope soon I will can do the Hedwig or just Harry Potter theme with it. So I will record that and then I will make it a sound alert of it. You think that's a good idea?
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Hiram safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Just burned my tongue. It's not funny. Alrighty, what's next? Oh crap. I hate it. And that happened. next thing. What am I going to do? Helm of Urquhart? Yeah, then I do this. I love the ambience of Hogsmeade, and I do love Hogsmeade. I really enjoy coming here.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. Then I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards. Even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough. But between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lord Gok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Welcome to the Og's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Get it. Oh, I need to first doing that pitch with
Can I help you with something?
Hello, Lord Gok. Sirona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to, so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Sirona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Sirona trusts you, I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizards. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
God. What the heck is that for? I have no idea.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
What am I doing?
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
We don't need the animals.
Hello, Hamura. I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able
Hold
to
on.
work together.
The differences
Gonna see if this is going to
They seem to
work.
be.
It may surprise you to know
Oh,
that I do not believe those differences
Oh!
to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb.
Oh, cool! That works! Oh, cool! That is absolutely cool.
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I've always said...
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me?
Considering the Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there is chance we may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Imperials. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please.
It's sealed. Moths. Curious. Lumos. Merlin's beard. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. I have a feeling I'm not alone here. Leviosa! Accio!
Confringo!
They're certainly persistent. Flipendo! Morfada! Descendo! Bombarda! Flipendo! Defender! Imperio! Leviosa! Confringo! Leviosa! Confringo! Lumos. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. The pulsar. Lumos. Leviosa.
That's not what I'm saying.
Lumos. What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way. Oh!
Whoops.
Bombarda. Defender. Descendo. Confringo. Leviosa. Accio. Confringo. 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 Potato. Stupid one. Confringo.
It's so easy now. I have that mod with no cooldown for spells. So it's a lot easier in a way.
Lumos. This looks even more complex. Lumos. Levioso.
Not what I'm saying.
Lumos. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it. Repulsor. Lumos. Witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. The dead Ashwinder had to show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door. Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
lived here, I wonder?
Nobody will miss one measly little student.
Hello, Homura. There they are, the Ashwinders.
Quite conductive, aren't we? Hold your own!
I am at your call, Crucible.
Expulsion! Defender! Descender! Defender!
That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
No more happy days for you.
Not really, guys.
Bombarda! You will pay.
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder.
How nou is ze? I don't think it's gonna work here. Come so far.
Protego!
Hold on. I just wanna have my boom. There it is.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
That comes so in handy. Save you a lot of time, too.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Alright guys, this was it for now. We'll be back tomorrow, maybe tonight, who knows. But tomorrow same time, same as always. So thanks for watching and I will see you soon. Hi everyone, the stream is ending. I hope you like what I'm doing and I would appreciate it if you follow, subscribe and like me on one of my social media. Stay for a bit longer because I'm gonna see if I can raid a friend's channel. If not, I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. Live long and prosper. Bye.